Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about Canadian lighthouses. There are over 750 beautiful lighthouses across this country, and today I'm going to give you a quick rundown on 10 of these. Right now I am at Lighthouse Park in West Vancouver, and I'm going to show you around here a little bit throughout the video. But first I just wanted to give you some quick facts about lighthouses, and then we'll jump right into the top 10. Why do we have them? To shine a beacon to mark dangerous coastlines, reefs, or shallow areas and guide ships to safe harbor, maintain radio communications, provide weather observations, sound fog alarms, search and rescue services, and to issue tsunami warnings. The very first lighthouse in Canada was built in Louisbourg on Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia in 1734, but has been rebuilt several times over the years. The Government of Canada to this day still operates 51 staffed lighthouses across the country for operational purposes. There are about 500 traditional lighthouses that are no longer in use. Over the years, many have been put out of service due to high maintenance costs, the trend toward fully automated stations, and replacement by modern-day aids to help navigate, such as satellite-based positioning systems. So let's get to this top 10 list, you guys. Obviously, there is a lot more information on each of these places online. This video is just meant to give you a very brief overview. If you'd like to learn more about any of them, I will put some links for each one of them in the description below for you to check out. Let's get to it. Number 10, West Point Lighthouse in Prince Edward Island. It was built in 1975 and is PEI's tallest lighthouse at 67 feet 8 inches. There were only 2 keepers in its 88 years as a staffed lighthouse. It became fully automated in 1963. In 1984, it was converted to a museum, restaurant, and an inn. Yes, you can actually stay in the Lighthouse Tower for about $189 per night Canadian. More info on that in the description below. Number 9, POINTE-AU-PERE Lighthouse in Quebec. Sorry if I said that wrong. One of over 40 lighthouses located along the Lighthouse Trail. Built in 1909, it's the second tallest in eastern Canada at 108 feet tall. It was designated a National Historic Site in 1974 due to its key role in navigation of the St. Lawrence River, became fully automated in 1975, and is open to visitors. It was near here that the Empress of Ireland steamship sank in 1914, where 1,012 people perished, making it the worst marine disaster in Canadian history. Ebba. Number 8, Cape FORCHU Lighthouse in Nova Scotia. It is the second most photographed lighthouse in Nova Scotia. It was built in 1839, and the original station was demolished in 1961 and replaced in 1962. It was the last remaining staffed lighthouse until its final keepers left in 1993. It was the first lighthouse to be built as an apple core style and stands 75 feet tall. Number 7, AMPHITRITE Point in BC. It is the only active lighthouse in the Tofino-Ucluelet area accessible by car. It was first built in 1915 and became fully automated in 1988, which is when the final keeper left. It is still active, but it's not open to the public. Its grounds are open to the public, however, as part of the Wild Pacific Trail. The Whale Trail also runs along here, and whale sightings are very common here. The name Amphitrite comes from Greek mythology, meaning the sea goddess wife of Poseidon. Number 6, CAPEENRAGE Lighthouse in New Brunswick. There have been 3 lighthouses here. The current one was built in 1904. It is the first square lighthouse in New Brunswick and the oldest one in the province. Its name was derived from the strong winds and unpredictable weather in the area. It became fully automated in 1988, no keepers required since. The former keeper's house, which was called the Cape House, is now host to student-run summer adventure programs in the area, offering such things as rappelling and ziplining along the beautiful rugged coastline there. Number 5, Cape BONAVISTA Lighthouse in Newfoundland. Built in 1843, it was put out of service in 1962, but it was restored in the 1970s as a provincial museum that contains exhibits about life in a lighthouse during the 1870s. It is one of the few in the world where you can climb up and see the same oil-fueled light used in the 19th century. This is a prime location to also see whales, icebergs, and puffins.
Number 4, Point-Atkinson Lighthouse in West Vancouver. It's situated at the southern tip of Lighthouse Park, which has one of the few remaining old-growth coastal forests in the Lower Mainland. This area was an important part of the defense for the Port of Vancouver during World War II, and military sites can still be found near the lighthouse. The original wooden structure was actually built in 1874, but the concrete one behind me replaced it in 1912. It was designated a National Historic Site of Canada in 1974, mainly because of its hexagonal reinforced concrete tower, which was an early example of this design. It became automated in 1996 and is still in use to this day. The grounds are open to the public, but the tower itself is closed.
Number 3, Cape Bear Lighthouse in Prince Edward Island. It was built in 1881 and stands 40 feet tall and had keepers until it became automated in 1960. It was designated a heritage place in 2012 by the province of PEI. The lighthouse currently sits 500 feet away from its original spot as it was moved due to eroding bluffs in 2015. It was at this station that the first distress signal from the Titanic was heard in Canada as it sank off the coast of Newfoundland. Number 2, FISGARD Lighthouse in BC. Built in 1860, it was the very first lighthouse on Canada's west coast and became automated in 1929. It's also a Canada National Historic Site. It stands 48 feet tall with a 2-foot thick solid granite foundation. Access to the lighthouse is through historic Fort Rod Hill, which is a coast artillery fort built in the late 1890s to protect Victoria and the Royal Naval Base. The tower itself is open for the public to explore, and the former keeper's house contains exhibits and artifacts for guests to see as well. And number 1, last but not least, Peggy's Cove in Nova Scotia. Also known as Peggy's Point Lighthouse, it is the most well-known lighthouse in all of Canada and one of the most photographed. The original tower was built in 1868 and was replaced with the current tower in 1915, which stands 50 feet tall and became fully automated in 1958. The grounds here are open, but the tower is closed to the public. It is located just an hour away from Halifax, and it's famed for its beauty and typical East Coast profile, with colorful houses along a narrow inlet, and has become recognized worldwide. Okay, I personally have not been inside an actual lighthouse before, just on the grounds of them, but not actually inside one. If you guys have actually been inside one, please let me know in the comments below which one you've been to and what the experience was like. So I hope you found this informative and interesting, and if you want to learn more, please do check out the links in the description below. There is a ton of information online about so many cool things about these lighthouses across the country, not just the 10 in this video, but all of them. It's just so fascinating, and the history of them is just really, really cool stuff. As always, if you like the video, please give it a like, and if you would like to see more content like this, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure that bell notification is turned on so you actually get notified every time I post a video on here every week. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.